Hi there, I have a new project for you in a tutorial, and it is going to be using Sherri Baldy's new paper release from winter 2015. And it is called, the actual paper I'm using is called Love Letter Besties. And I'm also going to be using some dies that are from Your Next die or Your Next Stamp, and you can find that online. But for now, I'm going to concentrate a little bit on the My Besties and how you can make them look so beautiful using this paper and the printable images that she has on Etsy and Scrapbook Stamp Society. So here we go. This is what I've made. It is, and I'm sure you know about these. These are called K-Cups, and this is a K-Cup holder, and it's really super. And this right here is one of the K-Cups, and what you can do to decorate them and give them as a gift. And the bow is also something that Sherri Baldy has released with her new paper. She has these to cut them out. It's really cool. So let's get started. I'm going to show you some of the things that you need in order to make these K-Cups and how to make the K-Cup holder and using the dies that I have. First of all, let me show you the dies. This is the first die right here, and this is what makes your K-Cup holder. And you will need 2 of these. And you're going to kind of question, well, do they need to be reversed? No. You make them exactly the same way and they will go together perfectly. So this is, again, Sherri Baldy's paper, and you need to cut out 2. Then the next thing that you will need is the K-Cup toppers. Again, this is from Your Next Stamp. It's her dies, and this is part of a die set that is for K-Cups. And what you do, and I'll show you that too, is you print off your image so that it will fit inside of the larger one, and you cut that out with your machine, and then you take them back together. It's not tape, it's take. You actually lay them out on your board, cutting them out this way, and you will cut out something like this. You can see the reverse a little bit easier, how it has a perforation. And that fits perfectly on top of what you've already cut out. That's how you make the tops. It's really, really cool. Obviously, you glue around the edges so that it stays on and you can lift this flap up. You can start the flap if you want to, or leave it like that. It's just, I kind of pull it up because I want people to see that it's actually can be opened. I'm sure there's other things that you can do to like open me or whatever you want to do, but that's what I do on mine. The other thing is to remember, it doesn't have to be for Valentine's Day, because I know right now my video is coming after Valentine's Day, but just remember you can also do this for birthdays, any celebration you want to do. And so I went ahead and made my own sentiments. I've got 2 of those. Again, did the same exact thing. Make sure that when I go to print them, that when this is opened up, you can actually see the sentiment. And that's how basically what I cut out, what I get together to make this. The other supplies you're going to need, because Sherri Baldy's paper is one-sided, it's white on the back, and when you go to make your box, let me show you. When you go to make your box, the inside would be white, including this part right here. I actually made a template so that it did have double-sided paper, so that, you know, it looks kind of pretty that way even when you see it, and I did that on both sides. So, and then once you put them in, it doesn't really show anyway. So it's just up at the top, which is why I wanted to cover that. So that was just to give you an idea. I actually made the template, and again, it would be the same way. You don't make one that would be the other way around because of the way the template is made. I'll show you again on that paper. When you go to put it on, it will be, wait a minute. Oh, you know what? See, and I'm telling you, and I did it the wrong way. Well, there you go, a lesson to be learned. You need to cut it so that it fits this way. And I cut mine the wrong way around, so there you go. I always like it when I make mistakes, haha, so that I can teach you to do it the right way. So anyway, this is what you need. You need the printed side on this side, so make sure when you cut them out, they go in this direction, and it'll be perfect. So I will have to recut those again before I finish my project. So I'm going to go ahead and put it together. Oh, one other thing, obviously, you are going to need 2 K-cups. If you already have them, you don't have to buy a bunch, but you can buy these in 3s. I purchased mine at Target. So they're going to be a Valentine's gift for my grandkids' teachers. So I'm going to go ahead and get it going and show you what happens next. Okay, now for the fun part, we're going to put these the box together. But I want to show you what I did just so that I would make it right the next time I put this side up on my template. I had the X on here so that I would know which side to cut the other paper from, thinking it was the right side that I needed to cut, but it wasn't. So anyway, I've got those placed in there as I was telling you, and I've taped those down. Now, like I said, you can see they're both going in the same direction. It's a little confusing when you do construction sometimes, but then what I do is I take this around the other way, and I've already folded everything. I put some tape on here, the double-sided tape, the heavy-duty kind, and I'm just lining that up. Now I've got one continuous piece, as you can see. Then so that the box is fairly straight, this is how I do it. I'm sure there's other ways that people do it. Maybe it's better, but this is how I've done it. It seems to work for me. If I can get the tape off. And so then what I do is I fold this around and make sure that's laying straight. I fold this down, and I try to line that up as best I can so that it's laying straight. If you can see that. And then I just crease it, make sure it's creased well. So the next step would be the handles. And again, I used double-sided tape on mine. I'm sure you can just use regular tape, but I like to have it a little bit stronger. So I put tape strips, 1, 2, 3, just like that, and then you join that together, and that makes your handle. Again, I try to make sure I get that so that it lays pretty straight. Okay, so that's that part of the box. Again, I kind of like crease it both ways. And that's what the box is going to look like. Now for the bottom, what I do is I put the tiny flaps in first, and I put a little bit of tape on the very ends of the flaps, because if you put it down further, the tape will show. So those go in first. Then one of these flaps has tape, again, all the way down to the bottom, and then the other one has no tape at all. So what I do is I kind of flip it over, make sure this one's sticking out that doesn't have any tape on it. The ones that have tape peeled off, I set so that it's straight, and I push it down. Those are set. Now I turn it back over, take this strip off, just like that, flip this back over, set it down so it's straight, and push down. And that's my box. And you can decorate it any way you want to. The other one I decorated with a My Besties heart. I shrunk this down. It was a digi card topper, and I shrunk it down so it would fit on there, and I added a heart doily behind it, and a charm and some ribbon. So I'm not real sure what I'm going to put on this one for sure, because I just wanted to show you the construction and how to make your own. So the next step would be the cups. And here are my 2 cups. Here are the toppers that I made, and I've already, like I said, I peeled mine back. It's just the way I like them. I know sometimes people want to do it so they can do it themselves, but I think this way they'll get it. I basically put some ATG tape on the back, and I'm just setting that down on top. And that's all ready to go. I've got the other one ready to go. my Happy Valentine's. And that just sets again right on top. They fit perfectly. Love them. And then to decorate them, now let me tell you this too. When you decorate them, if you notice, in mine, I have a bow on one side and a flower on the other. There's a reason for that. This bow extends and it won't extend over here. So that's why I did it that way, and I think it gives it color and looks kind of pretty. This is Sherri Baldy's bow. What I do is I double line them so it has a little bit more of a contrast. I use actually tape to put mine together, and right now that's a big tape. And all I do is I bring my cup over here, and you can see where it folds back, so you can't really put the bow to restrict that. So I put that at the very end, or very top. And that works. And then it can still open, no problem. And then for the other one, I cut out that Martha Stewart. You can use any foliage really. And it just happens to be the one that I use. And I use a little glue dot. And I set that off to the side. Again, up at the top where the crease is, so it doesn't obstruct that opening. And then I just take one of my paper flowers. Looks like I'm almost out of my big glue dots. And I just set that up on top. Just like that. So it makes a super fun gift. And I think the teachers are going to like them. So, and again, it's just going to set inside of the box that we just made. Just like that. And all I got to do now is decorate the outside. So I hope you enjoyed this project. Again, this is what it looks like when you're finished. And there you go. Enjoy making this. And remember, at the bottom underneath, there's a description. And I always put the links to what I use in this project. And I always have a link to Sherri Baldy's store. Her paper is gorgeous. I think you will love working with it. So see you again next time.